That's the front. Right here, you got your oil filter. This is your transmission filter. Don't touch that. This is your oil pan right here. 13mm bolt. Make sure you got a big drip container right here. This one's 15 quarts. On a 6.6 like this, you got 10 quarts in here. Especially if it's hot, it's going to be coming out fast. I'm not going to show this on video because I only got one hand, but I'm going to crack this and let it drain out for a good bit before I come and take the whole thing off, just so I don't overflow this and so I don't splash oil all over the place down here. And correction, this is actually a 16mm, not a 13. All right, once you got just a drip or barely a trickle, go ahead and put the drain plug back in. Out of the book, you should replace the crush washer, but you can reuse it just fine. Tighten this back down, not tight at all. You definitely don't want to strip the oil pan threads. All right, now get your oil filter loose. You can see I loosened mine up. A little trick is to get the tinfoil, make a little trough out of it. And that kind of funnels all the oil instead of spilling all over your front diff and your frame. And there's going to be plenty of oil left in it because this is a big filter. Alright, and I'm just going to let this strip down a little bit and get the new filter ready. And here I'm sticking a Canon filter in here. There's a part number and I'll put a link to it. These kind of filters are nice because you can fit like a regular socket around this to get it off if you need help. Alright, now what I'm doing with this, I filled it up about a quarter or halfway. You always want to get like a thin layer of oil around the gasket, around this O-ring right here. That's going to help it seal a little bit better. And the reason you put a little bit in there is to kind of prime it. Not that this truck needs any help with it, but kind of primes it and gets some in there ready to go as soon as you fire it up. Just grab your new filter, put it where the old one was. You're going to lose a little bit of that new stuff that you poured in there. So get that screwed on, get it tight by hand, and then you can just leave it hand tight. Makes it easier to get off. But I'm going to grab a filter wrench and put like a 1/16 of a turn on it. And get your rag and clean up kind of around that seal. Alright, and then the last bit with everything tightened down is to fill it up using 15W40 Royal Purple. I'll put a link to this too, but 10 quarts, so for this, these are 4 quarts, so 2.5 jugs of this. Right, once you got it topped off, check the level, get inside and start it, let it run for a minute, and then check the level again just to make sure. To reset the life on it, put your key in, turn it to on. Right here in the info category, go down to the oil life. Here on the oil life, hold down the button. And that resets it. Now you got 100% left. This is in 2016, but on some of the older models, you got a little turn thing right here, and you use that to turn down and select it, and then you hold it down, and it's going to ask you if you want to reset it, and you hit yes.